welcome to Light Waves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews of flashlights, rechargeable lanterns, and other portable light sources, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us we have the Armytek Prime C2. This is an 18650 powered everyday carry flashlight. You can find it selling at armytek.com for $65. It may appear on Amazon. If it does, I'll have links below for that as well. And of course, Amazon usually runs sales on these. A really unique light. I think you guys are going to like it. So let's take a look at the box. Armytek everyday carry light. Now they've made a few versions of the Prime C2. I think this might be the third revision. Don't quote me on that, but I've seen a few different styles of this, and this looks like more of an updated design. So it's got 1000 max lumens, a short throw of 114 meters, and it says 4.5 month runtime. Very interesting. We'll talk about that. So it's got a nice clip there. You get a holster, which is nice. Auto. It's got a mag base and different ways you can clip it. Reversible clip, which is nice. This side here has some specifications. As you can see, just kind of go through here. I mean, I'm going to cover all that, but you can see they put everything on the box, which is nice. Designed in Europe. Cool. And yeah, it's pretty much the box. So, and then the back side, we got some more paragraphs there if you want to read them. Just kind of go down the line. Oh, they got a QR code there. So there you go, 2 in 1. All right. Yeah, this thing's a beast when it comes to waterproof and drop resistance. I'm going to talk about that as well. Amazing. And the mag-based charging system, I really like that. Very cool. All right, so that's the box. Took everything out of there. Let's show you what you get. So we get the star of the show. The C2, very awesome. We can zoom it on down now. All right, cool. We get 2 extra O-rings, always nice to get those, being that this one utilizes 2 O-rings in the base. We also get the carry holster, a little D-ring, and a nice wide band here. There you go, stretchy, right like that. And then we also get the mag charger. This one charges at 1 amp. Pretty simple setup. You just slap it on the bottom and then these color change telling you what's charging. It's red, it's charging, green, it's done. If it's orange, the power is too low. You need to add more power. Haven't seen that yet. So yeah, pretty interesting how that works. Very cool. And of course we have the directions. Now I'd like to go over these for posterity. Pretty simple in this one. It's got a bunch of languages, so it's just pretty much one page here. So just kind of go down the line. There you go. Of course, you can freeze frame this if you need to. It does have a timer mode, which is interesting. So I'm going rather slow because one carries over to the other side. Lockout function, well, it's more of a physical lockout function. You just quarter turn the tail. I'm sure I'll mention that. So it's got FireFly, main mode, and a turbo mode. There's how to cycle it. Going to the bottom here, you can see for activation of the timer, and then the charger. So, and it's the different lights and what it means. Cool. Warnings and warranty and service. Perfect. And I think we're done. There's some contact information if you need it. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and set these items aside, and let's talk about the Prime C2. All right, cool. So I guess I'll zoom on down for dimensions here to go over that. So yeah, it's really compact. It's got a nice clip there. Liking that. How it carries almost flush to your belt there. So dimensions on this bad boy, pretty short. 4 1/8 of an inch in length, or 104 millimeters. We have a head diameter of 15/16 of an inch, or just under an inch, at 24 millimeters. Same with the tail. Very nice. Overall weight without the battery is 55 grams. They're saying with the battery, 105 grams. So there you are. Cool. Might be slightly less depending on the battery you're using. But very cool. Liking that. So let's go ahead and do a little size comparison. I always like to do this. I have to bring it back up just a little bit. So I want to show it. Let's see. I have a single AA powered flashlight, the Ace Beam. To bring that out there. Give you an idea. This is pretty compact. This is a AA powered flashlight. You can see it's almost as big as that. That's pretty neat. C2 is really compact, light. You can take anywhere with you. Also, I like to show batteries. We have 1860 flat top. Nice thing about the C2 is it runs on a flat top as well, but you can use protected button tops and unprotected button tops as well. So it takes all of those. I tried it, I tested, fitted, and it worked on all the batteries. Let's see what else we got. We got a 21700 battery hanging out. Just going through all my stuff on the table here. There you go. There's a flat top 21700. And then, of course, I do have a flashlight. Give you an idea. Here's a compact. This is the Workhorse WK15. It's a compact 21700 powered flashlight. To give you an idea for size. It's definitely got a girthy body to it because of that bigger battery. But there you go for size comparison. Hopefully that gives you a good general idea. And then, of course, I do like to show other 18650 powered lights. In this video, I'll probably compare it to this inexpensive Sofern SC18. You guys have seen this one. Yeah, there's a big difference. I mean, the Prime C2, it's definitely meant for durability's sake. This one's not going to last as long as the C2 is. I'm just telling you. This thing is built like a tank. And here's the ThruNite TC15 version 3. As you can see, it's a lot longer. I got to move these down a little bit to line up those bases to give you an idea. So the Sofern is pretty compact, just like the C2 is. But there's your different lights. Cool. So let's go ahead and talk about features of the C2. I'm going to zoom it back on down. Get up close and personal to the light. All right. So starting at the top of the light, we have a steel bezel to help protect it. I mean, the drop resistance is 10 meters, 30 feet. So it has to have some decent protection in there. So they put that there. They also protected the lens by putting a tempered glass cover on it, and it's O-ring sealed. Of course, under that tempered glass, it's got coatings too, anti-reflective coatings. I don't know if you can see that. Sometimes I can flash it in a light and you'll see a purplish color, but I'm not getting it. But it's definitely coated. Yeah, just right there on the edge of that light there. TIR optics for kind of dispersed beam. It's got a different kind of beam pattern. It's got a 25-degree spot and a 120-degree spill. So lots of spill and a decent diffused hot spot. So interesting how that looks. There you go. And down in there we have a Cree LED. It's in white, they say. It does have a yellow center tint with blue tinting on the sides of the spill. Interesting how that is. Now it might be because they use some kind of colored dome there over the LED. Now if you look on the SC18, you'll notice that it's delidded, or oh, that one's got one too. I thought I had a flashlight without that. Maybe it's the ThruNite. I'm trying to remember which one. That one has it as well. I know I had a flashlight that didn't have it, so just don't remember which one it was. Not on my desk, but yeah, I'm thinking that adds the tint to it. All right, moving on from there, we have the body here, a 6061 T6 aluminum alloy with a special matte hard anodized finish. I love this finish. It's actually grippy, but it's not too over textured. I mean, it's real smooth, but I feel like when I'm holding it, it's not going to slip. So yeah, I like that a lot. Really nice. Your belt clip is that stainless steel, and of course it's deep carry. You can see how it goes all the way up here. And of course you can flip it around so you can reverse it for hat use or vest use, depending on how you're using it. That's neat. It's centered right in the middle. Now they do have an optional bike mount too that fits right here, ABM01. You can look it up if you're on their site. But if you ride a bike, it kind of fastens like that there. It's got O-rings that help steady it front and back, and I believe up and down. So yeah, neat little setup they got there. So you can convert it for bike use. I wouldn't mind it. There's a little light source for that. So down here on the bottom, Armytek. We got our mag-based system. Now this thing's got a strong magnet. Let's see, I'll put 21700 on it. There you go, get an idea. It's going to hold, no problem. Of course, the mag base goes under pretty tight too as well. Boom. As you can see, using this, of course, you just quarter turn the base. I can get it. There we go. And this will light up when it's plugged in. Actually, you know what? I could probably do that while we're on the video. Let's go ahead and just turn some things on and bring some power out to the table and plug it in. So I don't know if it'll take a charge because the battery in there is fully charged. So let's just go ahead and hook it up. So I hooked it up and we're getting a green steady light saying it's charged. I figured that would be the case. As you can see, yeah, it's all ready to go. Now if we take out the battery, I'll keep that handy. I'm going to show you what it comes with. I'll try a different battery and we'll do the charging system real quick before we go to the garage. So yeah, let me go ahead and just unscrew this. Now it's double O-ring sealed, which is nice. It gets you that IP68 waterproof rating, 10 meters for 5 hours. Now that's well above industry standards. Yeah, it's the only flashlight brand that does that I've reviewed. So, okay, we're just unscrewing this base all the way here. Clip's kind of getting in the way there. It's kind of gripping it. So it's going to probably make it hard to put back on. But oh well, we'll give it a shot, right? So there we are, the 2 O-rings. Okay, here's the battery using a 3200 milliamp hour flat top. 18650, unprotected, just basic battery, which is nice. Now I'm not sure if this moly cell is charged or not. We'll find out. And we'll see how that system works. And you can see the lights change. Go ahead and screw that back down. Gotta try to hold that clip up. Yeah, nice tight fit. Even with those oils up there, this thing is definitely quite a bit to turn on. Now I think I have to go all the way down and quarter turn it. So that's how you have to charge it. If you put the charger on when it's all the way on in the on mode, like right now, it will give you an error code. So there's your error. Now you have to turn it, quarter turn. There we go. Now we're charging. So the red means charging and solid green means charge. So this battery did need a charge. Okay, cool. Awesome. Now I gotta put the battery back in. I wanted to show that to you guys so you get an idea how cool that is. So, yeah, this is fun. See, you get to see me open and close the flashlight in this video. Great. You can always skip past this if you are wondering, but the timer function can be set in multiples of 5 minutes if you're wondering. I don't know if I'd ever used the timer function. I mean, I'm okay using the power switch. But yeah, I gotta show you how it turns on and off, and then, you know, go to those pictures, and then we'll do a little demo, and then we'll do final thoughts on it. Now, RFI on this light, if you're curious, you want to use it with your radios, excellent on FireFly mode. No RFI whatsoever, and that's the mode you'd probably use the most because FireFly mode gives you tons of runtime. The other modes do have RFI, and you'll probably not use that for radio tuning. But again, FireFly modes are fantastic on here. So I'm going to go ahead and just tighten this up here. We're going to do a quick demo of the light, the button, oversized, which I like. It's got like a stainless bezel around it, but a nice big button. You can definitely find that in the dark. I'm going to bring this up a little bit. All right, we'll just demo this really quick. So, yeah, this has mode memory, and that mode memory is neat. Don't remember if you started out in FireFly 1 or FireFly 2 or Turbo. So just remember that. That's pretty cool. So if you started out in FireFly 1, which I can do, press and hold. Now we're in FireFly 1. Okay, 1500ths of a Lumen. Yeah, that's really dim, but that's what they say. And it runs like a crazy amount of time, 140 days at this brightness. Absolutely amazing. Now if you turn it off, quick press on, it starts out at that mode. And now if I press and hold, it'll cycle the modes. And it'll start from FireFly 1, go to 2, go to main 1, main 2, main 3. FireFly 2, 1, 2, 3. And then it goes main modes. Now we're cycling main modes. Now to get to turbo, just double tap from on. So it has to be on. It can't be off, unfortunately. If I turn it off, it does remember turbo setting, which is fantastic. And of course, while it's on, you can press and hold and cycle back to your mains. So yeah, real simple. No strobe or anything fancy like that. And yeah, so we're going to head to the garage here and look at some pictures I took of this flashlight in action, the C2. Loving it. So let's go ahead and check those out. Bring this on down. Okay, so here I am in the garage. Lights on turbo. This is 1000 lumens. Expected to run 2 minutes before it throttles down to 420 lumens, and I'll run the remainder of that battery out in 4 hours. The throw is 114 meters. Now we're on main 3. This is 360 lumens. Expect a runtime of 4.5 hours. Now we're in a useful mode, main 2, 170 lumens. Expect a decent runtime of 10 hours, enough to get a lot of work done, and a decent brightness. This is a good brightness for walking around in the dark. If you want to take a stroll, not bad. Another useful mode, main 1. This is 40 lumens. Expect a great runtime of 47 hours. Yep, almost 2 full days at this setting. That's quite amazing for this flashlight. In this last picture, we're on FireFly 2. This is 2.5 lumens, and they say a runtime of 18 days. Now, FireFly 2, I was able to navigate around the garage in this mode at this lower lumen, which is pretty impressive. So let's go back to the table. All right, great. So we got our light in action. Just gonna move this clip here, center that. Let's do a quick demo, and then we'll do final thoughts here. It's running a little longer, but covered quite a bit. Let's see, I got a deck of cards I always like to have handy here. And we're gonna have the Sofern out here. Now, the Sofern is like a sub $20 light, so it's not really a good accurate thing to compare these to, because this is definitely going to be your workhorse, the one that's going to last forever. This one here could be like a throwaway light because it's got the USB on the outside. This one here's got the mag base, so you never have to mess around. I do like that. But this guy here, it has 1800 lumen turbo. It has a high of 800 lumens, a medium of 350, a low of 100, and moonlight of 3 lumens. Now, if you want to know more about it, you can check out the review video of this one. You can see it's got similar optics, but it doesn't quite have the drop resistance or waterproofness or same finish. But there's a lot to this light to love. So let's go ahead and turn them on. Let's see. I wanted to cycle up. I think I wanted to start them out in low. So this is main 1, which is 40 lumens for 47 hours. I think that's as close. Well, you know what? I'm going to go to main 2, 170. This one here, let's go up to, I think it's got 100. Yeah, right there. This is 100 lumens. Okay, on its low setting. Great. Turn off the lights. All right, and we'll bring these in, show you an idea of the beam pattern. Okay, so in person, Sofern has the brighter spot. It's more white. The C2 definitely has a warm center to it, as you can see. So we got a warm center, cool white. So you can see this has got more of a diffuse pattern to it, and the spill is amazing. If you can see, bringing it in, bringing it in, bringing it in. Slowly, 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 slowly. That's the speed I'm going. That's just amazing spill. The other flashlight, its spill is not as much. As you can see, it's pretty negligible compared to the C2. Yeah, very cool. That's awesome. That is nice for walking too, by the way. I like that. So let's go ahead. I'm going to just turn this over and off just to give you an idea. But it's neat to compare it to other lights, especially a little cheapy like that. All right. So we're going to go and aim at the ceiling, cycle to the modes. So we got main, there's 3. Okay, so that's 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then turbo. Of course, 1000 lumens lights up the room, reflecting off the ceiling. Okay, and then we're going to go down to FireFly, press and hold. There's your 1500ths of a lumen. Crazy how long that lasts. And of course, we go up from there. This is FireFly 2. This gives us our 2.5 lumens. That's amazing runtime, 18 days. And then the other one's 140 days. And of course, if you're wondering about radios, here's the Skywave radio. Let's see if I... Okay, I got a charger plugged in. I'm like, why is it buzzing? I wanted to show you RFI. There it goes. Okay, that was the charger. Okay, so we're going to go to my favorite sports station, give you an idea for RFI. So none. FireFly 2. Here's main 1. That's main 2. Main 3. Turbo. But you're going to be using FireFly. Here's the low one, very low. Here's FireFly 2. So that's the light you're going to use. It looks really good, and for tuning radios, this is all you need. And once your eyes adjust, you can light up the whole table at this setting. So very cool if you have a power outage and you want to light up things and see what's going on in the dark. This is a good setting to use. So let's go ahead and turn lights back on and do final thoughts on the Prime C2. Yeah. These lights on. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm digging that one. That nice, sharp looking light. All right, we're gonna kind of zoom that down. Get it off. Yeah, I like that button too, oversized. So the Prime C2, yeah, it's got an expensive price tag, $65. But you know what you're getting with this one? You're getting such a rugged light. That's number one. Just keep that in mind. Nice, compact, deep carry. Yeah, it's one of the best. Definitely gets a thumbs up for me. What I like about it, of course, is the high durability, which I keep mentioning. The mag charging, I really like it on this one, just amazing. You do have to unscrew it to charge it, but that's a good safety feature, I think, so you don't short circuit the terminals. That's probably what it does. Probably disengages those when it's screwed all the way down, and disengages when you unscrew it to charge it. And of course, when you want to lock out the flashlight, just quarter turn it again to, you just quarter turn to lock it, and then quarter turn back to lock, turn it back on. So yeah, it's weird that you have to physically turn the tail cap to do that, but not a bad thing. Also, what I like about this, it's a compact. The clip is great. Love it. Love the little holster you get. I mean, those are nice little extras. You are paying for them, which is good, but it's nice to have. It's nice, well made. Fits in there nicely in there. Boom. You can see it's going to fit good. And what else do I like about this? The finish. This matte finish is fantastic. It's like the best finish I've seen on a flashlight that I reviewed on my channel. So if you look at other Armytek lights that I reviewed, it's the same finish, and it's absolutely awesome. And I like the fact that it uses all types of 18650s. You got your normal one. I happen to have a protected button top here. It'll work with that, of course. And of course, it'll work with a protected button top. Tried them all, and it worked fantastic in this light. So no issue with battery compatibility. Go ahead and put them in and have fun and rock on and charge it at amp. 3-hour charge rate, pretty much 1,000 milliamp hour in. Do the capacity of the battery. It's typically what you're going to get. So 3.5 hours to charge this battery, which is 3,200. Not a bad battery they give you. But if you don't like that kind, you have your own, go ahead and pop it in there. Like this Molly cell would rock in this flashlight. High discharge. It's pretty awesome. This is 2,800 milliamp. A little lower capacity than this one, but 28 is pretty good. But there you are, the C2 Prime. I like that. So we're going to set it down. Yeah. What I like to see on this light, maybe red secondaries. And maybe a battery status LED on the light switch itself. Now, it will flash when it's getting low. And to kind of tell you, most flashlights tend to throttle down first. This one will flash and tell you. But it would be neat to see a green light under here if you turn it on. Showing you what the status is under that. Now, some do that, but this one doesn't. So, unfortunately, wish it had that. So, does it get a big buy? It gets a maybe buy because there's so many inexpensive lights that people are probably going to end up buying just because they don't know what they're getting. Or some do. Some want a throwaway light. This is not a throwaway light. This is one you're going to keep forever. It has 10-year warranty. Yeah, you can't beat that. So it does get a maybe because of the price tag. You got to be a flashlight aficionado. You got to know what you're getting into. You got to really love flashlights. This is going to be for you. If you want 18650 everyday carry, this is it. I couldn't find a better light in my collection to compare it to. So definitely the best around. And then, yeah, that's my impressions. Of course, too, if you like the brand Armytek and you want to see more, hit subscribe to the bell icon, get notified of future videos. I love making these. And of course, 3, comment down below what you think about the Prime C2. Is this something you'd pick up? Is the price tag a little too much for you? Are you liking the durability factor? I mean, the waterproof factor, that's amazing. 10 meters, 30 feet down for 5 hours. That's unheard of. Drop resistance of 30 feet. Again, another one you don't hear of. Usually it's like 4.5 feet. Dink. That's it. This is 30. So yeah, let me know what you think. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next video.